Hello, Dr. Bill here. Today we're going to take a look at determining slope and the y-intercept. These are very important skills both in math class and for standardized testing. So we're going to look at a couple of ways to do this today. If you are not subscribed to the channel and you find this lesson beneficial, please do subscribe. Hit the like button, the bell icon to be notified of future videos, and kindly share with anyone who you think could benefit from the lesson. So let's see what we have here. We have an equation 0 equals negative 3x plus 5y plus 6. And the question is, what are the slope and the y-intercept defined by the above equation? So there are two ways to do this. So let's kind of look at both of them. And we're just going to say first and second. Right? In no particular order. Okay, now whenever we have the equation of a line, this is y equals mx plus b, where b represents the y-intercept and m represents the slope. Okay, so what we need to do with this equation is get it into y equals mx plus b form, and then we can easily determine what the slope and the y-intercept are. Okay, so let's start by writing the equation. Again, here we are old school on this channel. We don't use a calculator for anything, and there are no edits, so any mistake that is made we just correct, right? Plus 6. Okay, so I want this into y equals mx plus b form. I would need to move the 5y over to the other side, and obviously I would do that by subtracting 5y from both sides. So this would then become negative 5y equals negative 3x plus 6. So now I have this in y equals mx plus b form. The problem here is that I don't have y, I have negative 5y, and I don't need negative 5y, I need y. So I'm going to get y here by dividing this by negative 5, but we know from algebra that whatever we do to one side of the equation, we need to do to the other. So I have to divide everything here by negative 5, and when I do, these negative 5's cancel, and I end up with y equals negative 3x over negative 5 plus 6 over negative 5. Okay? Now here, a negative over a negative is a positive, right? So this is going to equal y equals 3/5 x, and then essentially minus 6/5, minus 6/5, okay? So our slope is 3/5. That's the wrong sign, so we know that's out right away. 3/5, good. And our y-intercept is negative 6/5, and that is also correct. So our answer here is going to be B as in boy, okay? Now, let's take a look at a second method. This is a way of determining the slope and the y-intercept with something that is in standard form, right? And when we have standard form, it's ax plus by equals c. And this may be very convenient on standardized tests because if you're given something in standard form, you don't then need to put it in this form, y equals mx plus b. So let's see what we do when we have our equation and we put it in standard form. So we would have here 0 equals negative 3x plus 5y plus 6. And again, we need this in ax plus by equals c form, right? So here we have our ax plus by plus 6. So we need the 6 on the other side in the form of negative 6, right? And now we've got essentially negative 3x plus 5y here, okay? So this is actually in ax plus by equals c form. It's just that the c comes first, right? But if you're uncomfortable with that, we can certainly rewrite it as negative 3x, which is ax, plus 5y, which would be by, equals c, which is negative 6. Now here's how we determine slope and the y-intercept with the standard form. The slope is always going to be equal to the negative of a over b, right? And here this is our a, this is our b, this is our c. So the negative of negative 3 over what we said before, b, now b here is 5, right? The negative of negative 3/5 is positive 3/5, which is what we have here, right? And then our y-intercept is always going to be equal to c over b. And again, our c here is negative 6. Our b is 5. So we've got negative 6/5, which is the same, right? So you have both options here open to you. Again, I would say just do what is more convenient. If you're given something on the test in the standard form, then obviously this is a great method. If you're given y equals mx plus b, then, I would just solve it as we did here in the first option, okay? All right, I hope this lesson was helpful to you. If so, again, please subscribe to the channel if you have not. Hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Kindly press the like button. We always welcome your comments as well and share with anyone who could benefit. This is Dr. Bill. We'll see you on the next video.